Okay, welcome back to the channel. I'm Kenneth Dale, and tonight we're going to talk about the real reason Kamala Harris lost the election. Now, this is interesting. First, we got to go back to when this all started when Joe Biden was running against President Trump. It was more of a diversity hire when they told Joe, listen, you got to have a woman as vice president. It'll make it easier for you to win the election. Even better, have a woman of color, and this will make it easier for you to win the election. So Joe took the advice and chose Kamala Harris, and she joined the team, and into the election they went. Now, Joe wins, of course, and gains the White House, but he quickly realized right afterwards that Kamala Harris is acting like a entitled, spoiled brat once she got into the White House. And we started to get reports of her staff hating her, quitting. She's a problem boss and always angry, and this type of stuff is what was going on in the White House. And it became obvious that President Biden was annoyed with her, and even more so, his wife, Dr. Jill Biden, I don't think she ever did really like Kamala. I think she was pissed off with her right from the get-go. Now, Kamala had free run in the White House and was basically acting like a pain in the ass. So what did they do with her? They sent her out on different trips around the world to meet other political leaders, and she did nothing more than embarrass the American country and embarrass the American people with her stupid laugh and her stupid comments as she went around the world and met all these people. And they put her in charge of the border, which she screwed that up, and numerous other projects that she screwed up that they put her in charge of. Although the mainstream media kept writing fluff pieces about how good of a job she was doing and how wonderful of a person she was, when everybody else, what they could see on camera, was a complete crazy lady with a crazy laugh. I mean, her cackle got more press coverage than her actual achievements as vice president. So she's pissing everybody off. She's doing nothing as a job. She's not finishing her daily briefing. She's not reading her memos. She's not signing off on a lot of projects. So this compounds over the first couple of years as Joe Biden's in the White House. Now, of course, Joe's having some problems. He's getting on in years, and there's some signs of the early onsets of dementia and things like that. He's having some health issues, and the voting public was willing to overlook that because Joe's a nice guy and he's a career-long politician. He's actually trying to do a good job. So, spring of 2022, Trump announces his running for the presidency in 2024, and the race was on. But they knew Joe was going to be up against a tough fight because right away the Dems knew that Trump's got a lot of followers. He's gaining a lot of support. A lot of people are showing up to his rallies. He's generating a lot of energy, and it's going to be a tough fight for Joe. So they thought, okay, well, he's probably going to be all right anyway, so we'll see what happens. Then we fast forward to the night that Joe Biden had his debate with Donald Trump, and he bombed. The guy bombed. There's no other way to describe it. It pretty much ruined Joe's chance of becoming the president. So the Dems knew what to do at that point. They thought, you know what? We're not even going to follow procedure. We're not going to have a DNC nominee. We're just going to tell Kamala she's the next person that's going to run for presidency. Now, she bit this hook like a great big tuna. She fell for this. And the Dems planned this right from the get-go because they knew she was going to lose. There was no chance for her to win against Trump. Now, they were so annoyed with her and so disappointed with her efforts, they basically set her up to fail. And they pumped smoke up her ass the whole time that she started off on this presidential election. So they knew what was going to happen. So they get her going on this campaign trail, and there is little hints from Biden right off the start that he didn't want to see her win. I mean, there's the moment when he tried on the Trump hat. There was the comments by Joe when he said, oh no, she's been beside me the whole time. She's been in on every decision. Basically he threw her under the bus because he didn't want her to win. Behind the scenes, they were trying to sink her, is exactly what they were trying to do. So they distanced themselves from Kamala and started to make some negative comments about her. Now, I think Kamala figured this out about 4 weeks ago, when she started to distance herself from the Biden team and tried to run this on her own. But she also knew at the time that I think I'm in this and I'm not going to win. And it was purposely done by the Republicans to sink her. Now, because they're annoyed with her. They were annoyed with her efforts, and they only used her at the beginning of the presidential run for Joe Biden because she was the diversity hire. Have a woman, you'll win. So they started to distance themselves from Kamala. She went into the election. She started to figure out that there's no chance she could win because Trump had all these followers and all this support and all this energy behind his campaign. And lo and behold, we come to election night and she loses. Now, the Dems have completed their objective. And yes, they may have lost this battle, but they're going to fight on and they're going to come back in 4 years with a new candidate and a new chance to try and win the next election. But they achieved their objective by embarrassing Kamala, getting her to lose the election. And now she's going to disappear from public life. This has shamed her. And it's the next time she walks into that White House, it's like she's going to do the walk of shame on a Saturday morning, 6 a.m., when you stop at the door and check to make sure you still got your panties on, because she's got a save face when she walks through that door knowing that she lost this election. Oh, it turned out bad. But it turned out the exact way the Democrats wanted it to turn out. Sink Kamala Harris. And that's why she lost the election. It was all planned by the Democrats, and she did horribly. Congratulations to President Trump, and as always, God bless America. Thank you for your time.